Hello and welcome to FormulaOCE Season 1, Round 17 in Japan. It's been a long time since doing this. My name is Dutchy, co-owner of FormulaOCE. I was commentating at the start of the season, but things change and I'm usually out at family dinners tonight. But that is not the case tonight. Hopefully we get to see some good racing tonight. Looks like Plum Plate will be the first one out of the pit lane in Q1. 16 car grid. It'll be very interesting to see where everyone lines up. We have the two championship rivals at the top in 1 and 2, one in the Haas, Broken Reptile, and Michi in the Renault. And I think that is Michi heading out now. And there's an Alfa Romeo as well. We will get the telemetry up there. We'll take the telemetry away. Ruins. Oh, and Plum Plate is sliding all over the shop at the moment. Coming around 130R. Ferrari. Be good to see where Plum Plate gets. Cuts that chicane very nicely. Getting on the power really early here. Coming down to the line to start his flying lap. No one will be in his way. Hopefully he sets a decent lap time. Coming around the first corner now. Looking pretty clean actually. Coming through the S section, let's see how it goes here. A lot of people can lose it out of that first little S there. If you hit this curb there, it can send you wide as well, but he holds it very nicely, downshifting to 6, coming up through into the end of sector 1, hitting the grass a little bit, that will, and he hasn't invalidated, which surprises me, but yeah, I guess we'll see where he goes. He has a Mercedes up ahead. Hopefully he can get out of the way. Michi has left the session. Oh no. Is that a bit of a lag issue for Michi? Coming around Spoon. Getting a really good exit out of Spoon curve there. Coming down to 130R, full pelt. No worries, in 8th gear. Very nicely done. Hopefully we get to see a really good time here. Coming through this last chicane, coming around the last corner. Very easy to lose it. Taking the shortest route to the line, and that is a 128.022. Very nice from him. We have Bid Aussie who is invalidated. We have a racing point of Sparky behind him. Very nice coming through there. Will he take the shortest route? No, he doesn't. He goes the long way. Sets a 128.588. 5/10 slower. We have Sydney Swan on a lap as well. What is he going to set? He will set a 127.9. Puts him up into effective P1. Have Hartwigger there as well, but he has invalidated his lap. Paddy Crow just coming around 130R now. Looking really good, really clean. Holding it there, moves it up in 4th gear. Coming down to the line, it's a 128.6. That puts him in P4. Not good enough. Pinju next. Looking very clean here. Pinju is a quick driver, 27.6. We have a Mercedes of Frizy coming around the last few corners now, coming down to the line, takes the shortest route, doesn't hug the wall though, it's a 128.7. We have Urban Growth coming through now as well. Not a very good time though. The 2-minute 10. That is not good from good old Urban. Beard Aussie coming around the last couple of corners now. Will he get up there to 29.4? Hartwigger now as well. Mitchie's Xbox has crashed. Hartwigger doesn't really want to set a time here. What is he doing here? Why is he on the grass? What are you doing there, Hartwigger? It's not very smart, mate. I don't know what you're doing. But definitely need to fix that. Mitchie has in fact joined back. Hartwigger has retired in the pit lane. That's very strange. Very, very strange. Chunky has just passed BJ. Reptile's out there on a lap. Ozvox is going out now. Plum Plate is on the grass. I don't know what he's doing. Where does he think he's going? He's about to be disqualified if he keeps going like this on the grass. He's probably going to invalidate this lap and next lap if he keeps going like this. I don't know what he is doing. Get on the tarmac, mate. We're not racing in dirt rally here. Frizy 92. Also on a lap. Urban is also on a lap. Trying not to invalidate there. Ozvox going behind there. Urban slowing down. Frizy coming down to 130R now. Looking pretty clean. He's about 2 tenths up on his time, but he can go a little bit quicker, I know that. Definitely doesn't want to be starting in the mid-pack here. Good corner there, and a very nice exit there. Getting on the power early as you can. Coming around to the last corner, taking the shortest option, and it is 4 tenths up, and he's ran out of fuel on the line. It has him in P5. Will he get back to the pits in enough time? Reptile has him invalidated as well. Mitchie is now out there as well. There is a Williams absolutely cooking his tyres there. Frizy's coming through very slowly with no fuel. Korg is still in the pit lane. Abyss came out, but he's gone back in. Ozvox is now starting his flyer. Chunky is also on a flyer. Oh, this is going to be really weird. Plum Plate has invalidated. Like I said, he could have invalidated this lap and next lap. Mitchie's looking here to set a decent lap time. Broken Reptile needs to fix his invalidations. Oh, BJ is almost in the way of Ozvox there, but stays out of the way. There is a Ferrari coming through. I think that is Plum Plate as well. He's looking pretty quick, but he's invalidated as well. Ozvox getting on the power early there. Broken Reptile now on a lap. Who set a lap there? Was it Chunky? Chunky snags a 127.8. Very nice there. Pinju has retired from the session. Sorry about that, folks. Paddy is now out there as well. This is the one that we want to see. We want to see where Reptile and Reptile set Broken Reptile now coming around Ozvox, set a 130 flat. I know he can go a little bit quicker. Mitchie doesn't like his time, I don't think. Reptile still looking to set a decent lap time against his championship rival Mitchie. This is what we want to see, folks. Purple first sector, purple second sector. Let's see what he can do. Coming down to the last corner, the infamous corner where Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna came together. Maybe we can see that happen here again. Broken Reptile goes P1 with a 127.5. Solid effort there. Frizy just getting out of the way of Mitchie there. Mitchie going down to second gear. Short shifting it up to fourth. Coming down to the line is a 133.2, but he knows he can go quicker, so we'll be on another flying lap here. Saved all the ERS he could, saved all the fuel, and he's on his lap now. Chunky Snags has retired from the session, feeling very confident with that 127.8. Mitchie coming through the S section very cleanly, very efficiently. Not losing the back end whatsoever coming through that section there. Coming up to the end of Sector 1, goes purple. Does a second and a half quicker than his previous time. Let's see where he can go now. Coming up to the hairpin, the slowest corner on the track, if I believe. I could be wrong. Coming down to Spoon, looking very clean there, getting around this corner here, not using the curb whatsoever, staying on the track. Goes purple in the second sector, he's 5 seconds up. 5 seconds up, he needs to get a really good exit out of this corner here. Using all the curb there, using all the curb in that corner as well. Coming down to the line, will he take the shortest route? Yes, he will. It is a 127.7, puts him in P3. I think he will be happy with that time there. We have Abyss as well. He's on the intermediate tyres. He thinks he could possibly set a decent lap time here. Plum Plate needs to either... What's Plum Plate doing? Is he on a lap or... Does Abyss think that he's going to get into... Oh, well, he definitely will. Oh, Plum Plate, what are you doing braking there, mate? Oh, I have no idea what you're doing. Abyss is just saving tyres now. I wonder why he's on the intermediate tyres. I forgot that Hartwig retired with no time. That's a 147.1. BJ, will he just needs to set a lap time. Doesn't matter what lap time it is, just needs to set one lap time. Frizy has now retired. He is happy with that. Mitchie and Reptile will retire. Mitchie moves over to the left. Goes very wide. That's Spoon. Don't want to put the engine under too much stress. Here comes Korg. Swan has now retired from the session as well. I think Mitchie is out of fuel. Mitchie, that is not how you do it. Come on, mate. You are better than this. BJ again with the invalidation. You guys can just go in the pits now, boys, and retire. Abyss, not gonna lie, he's lagging all over the shop. Doing a very nice imitation of Oxygen Thief last night in the F2s. He's lost the back end. And here comes his teammate Paddy. BJ, you just need to set a time, mate. Just needs to set a time. Just keep it on the track, mate. Doesn't matter what time it is. Don't try and go to your quickest. Just set a lap time. And stay on board with him. BJ has retired from the session. That means it will be a 14 driver Q2 Sparky Reptile. Don't you dare. You guys can all retire now. You should be happy with your times. You're not getting knocked out. It is fine. Need to set another lap time, but it's going to. Good on you, Urban. You guys can just retire. You aren't gonna get knocked out. It's fine. I wish I kind of had overlays for this, for like Lance Stroll or Lance Stroll, just the Monaco cut right now. That'd be good. But yeah, nothing really interesting is happening right now. Yeah, these guys just setting a lap. Yeah, the people getting knocked out are Hartwigger and BJ. This is probably the smartest one here, using the inters. It says Hartwigger made it, but I guess we'll see. Because I know if you don't set a time, maybe you don't do that. But yeah, I guess we'll see. Sparky used 2 set of softs. Urban used 2 set of softs. That was about it. On to Q2. Yeah, who are we going to have come out of the pits straight away? No one at this stage. Literally no one's coming out to shit. Oh, someone's coming out. Heart we go. Plum plate, the first one out again. Oh. Is he gonna let Mitchie through at least? Like, what was... Let's go here, boys. Mitchie just wants to get his time out there. It turns out Hartwig made it, which is a bit of a shock there. Frizy as well. Hartwig is catching, but surely you'd have to back off to the 5-second gap. Hartwig does that. Backs off completely. Frizy not getting off to a good start there. Sydney losing it just a little bit there. Mitchie coming around turn 1. Let's sit on with him to this lap. That's that camera angle at the moment. And coming through Sector 1 now, going purple, of course, because he is the first driver to set a lap time. Looking pretty quick here. I wonder if Mitchie's done a bit of practice this time. Maybe Frizy's done a bit of practice, you know. I guess we'll see. Out we go. Retired from the session due to a crash. How does that happen? Don't know how that happens, but anyway, on. So it's a 27.9. Beautiful stuff from him. Frizy a 29 flat, and we have the Ferrari of Plum Plate coming through now as well. He has invalidated. Who have we got after him? I think bearded Aussie. Who's the next one to set a lap? Sparky. Sparky is the next one to set a lap. Good, clean coming through the last final corners there. But he still doesn't take that shortest route though, which might hurt him. Urban sits at 130 as well. Ozvox at 154, probably not pushing as much as what he can. Chunky Snags is out on a lap as well. Plum Plate says that he's going the quickest there. Hog setting a lap as well. Right, to see where Plum Plate comes into it. Hartwigger, thanks mate. I don't even know what happened there, mate, honestly. But hopefully we get more enthusiastic during the race. Qualifying, you can't really be too enthusiastic. It's only enthusiasm when it's really close to the front. And at this stage, I don't see that happening. There has been an off. I think that is Sydney Swan in the McLaren. The number 56, Plum Plate, coming down to the line now. Will he set a quicker time than Mitchie? And he does. For 1:27.6, Plum Plate is on the move. Championship. Get it, Plum Plate. Get that championship. Let's go. Reptile is now out there as well. Beard Aussie coming through the last couple of corners now on those soft compound tyres. Does a 29.6. Korg now as well coming through, and that puts him into P6. Ozvox goes up into P7 behind him. Urban Growth, I don't think he's setting another time, but I think that is Paddy behind him. Chunky Snags will be the next one to set a lap time, coming through 130R. Coming around the last couple of corners now, using all the curb that he can there. Could have used a little bit more there, but getting on the power really early, moving up to 6, taking the shortest route to the line, and it's a 128.2. Does the fastest sector 3. Pinju as well on a lap now, coming around the last couple of corners. Short shifting up to 4th, 6th, 7th. That's a 127.5, puts him into P1. I think he will be happy with that time there. Reptile is into the pit lane. Brizzy has set another lap time as well. Korg, Plum Plate, not setting another lap time. He's going straight into the pit lane. Korg, I don't think wants to better his time. He has Sparky coming around the last couple of corners, diving straight into the pit lane. Ozvox dives into the pit lane as well. Paddy Crow now coming into the last chicane now, using as much curve as what he possibly thinks he can, but I guess we'll see. Will he use the shortest route? Yes, he will. It is a 28.4, puts himself into P5. Beautiful stuff there. We have a Haas driver of Chunky Snags. He'll probably be coming into the pit lane. I think he is. Frizzy will be coming into the pit lane. Plum Plate has now retired from the session in the pit lane. He is happy with that time there. Korg saying that he stuffed up there with that time. Let's get our... Is that him coming out now? I think it is. I think it is. Or is it Aussie? Who just come out? Is it Sparky? No, it was Beard. Alright. Let's get this bloke in here. You can include your audio, yeah? Is there the option for that? Mitchie? Yes. Can you include your audio? Yes? Alright, sweet. So, how was that lap time? Is it just a banker lap? Are you thinking about going out later in the session, or are you happy with starting on mediums here? Terrible lap. Yeah. Surprise up there as well. Plum Plate in second, doing a better time than you. That really shocked me. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Broken Reptile is out there as well. Hartwigger is unfortunately out of the session. He crashed after the hairpin. So, still 4 people being, or 5 people being knocked out. Reptile's out there now. Do you see him challenging for pole, or do you think it's just going to be Pinju and yourself? Yeah, I guess we'll see whether that works or not. Hopefully his race doesn't end quite as like Hartwigger's did. I don't want that to happen either. I want a clean race. First time commentating in a while, so knocked down to P4 Abyss, setting a new lap time of 1:27.7 on those medium compound tyres. I think you might need to go out there, Mitchie. Yep. Yep, that's it. Hopefully we get to see a good result from you, and hopefully we get to chat to you a bit later on. See you, mate. Enjoy. It was good to hear from Mitchie there. Good insight for the drivers. Broken Reptile going at P2 with a 1:27.6. Sparky now as well, coming through the 130R. Says he went purple in the second sector there, but I don't know. This game can be really, really buggy. Doesn't take the shortest route. Does a quicker time, but leaves him in P9, which is a bit dangerous there. He might have to go set another lap, but not a lot of time to do so. Sydney Swan is out there as well. Urban Growth is out there as well. Abyss has to come into the pit lane, definitely. Pinju will be happy with that time. He'll probably retire. Chunky Snags has retired from the session. Paddy Crow has retired from the session. As we were saying, Mitchie has gone out there. He has put a set of softs on. I guess we will see where he ends up. Maybe he's going out for that so-called hot lap, but possibly backing off in the last couple of seconds. Frizy is out there as well. Sparky is on a lap again, I'm pretty sure. Beard Aussie needs to get out of the elimination zone right there. He's at risk of dropping down, especially with Korg and Sydney Swan behind him. As a matter of fact, Sydney Swan is coming down to the line now and goes P1 with a 1:27.4. Urban Growth puts himself up into P11. Beard Aussie needs to do something here. So does Korg. Korg needs to get out there Frizzy needs to make it to the line. Will he make it? Mitchie is in front of him. He'll get first bite of the cherry here. Slows down. He has Sparky in front of him. Sparky isn't going again. Mitchie will just put his foot to the floor. Frizzy will make it in time. Urban Growth has spun it. He will not be making it. Korg flying through, goes 6/10 quicker than his original time, but I think he needs a little bit more there. Sparky has done and dusted. He is at risk. I don't think Mitchie will get eliminated here. I think he can pull out. Sydney Swan has pulled over for Korg. Korg, Beard Aussie coming through now, 2/10 up from his time. Needs to get a little bit quicker than just 2/10. Coming out of the last corner, will probably put him into P11 if he takes the shortest route, and he doesn't, and he goes into P11. If he takes that shorter route, he might have pulled it off, but it's not 2/10, I don't think. Korg now. I didn't see if he was up on his time, but he is coming through now, and it will be a 1:28.4. Puts himself into P9. Mitchie's off. Mitchie's had an off. Frizzy, did that put him off just a little bit? But it doesn't matter because Urban Growth won't make it. Frizzy, the young gun, has made it into Q3 here at Japan. Wonderful effort. And he makes it, and Mitchie's just dived into the pit lane, just waiting on Mitchie to Sydney Swan to retire from the session. There we go. And Q2 is done and dusted. So, the drivers that we have lost are Hartwigger, Ozvox, Urban Growth, Beard Aussie, and Sparky. Frizzy just getting in there as well. Korg getting in there as well. There's a couple of people on those mediums. So Pinju, Plum Plate, Abyss, Mitchie, Paddy Crow, Chunky, and Fry are all on those mediums. Hopefully that doesn't stuff them up. I'm guessing it is a dry race. Or possibly rain later on. I guess we'll see. Now, starting Q3, Plum Plate will probably be the first one out on track. Who is this? Could be Frizzy, actually. And it is Frizzy. And then there is Korg and Sydney Swan. Pinju, Mitchie. Everyone is out there now. Very strange not to see anyone spear off into the first X section in qualifying by pushing too hard. Very strange. You usually see it in qualifying, but I guess not today. Frizy coming around Spoon. Don't get on that curb. We don't want you on that curb. We don't want to see Frizy spin. This will be an interesting Q3. You want to hear energy, Hartwigger? Enthusiasm? Q3 is where you're going to get it if it's close. Alright, here we go. Frizy has started his lap time now. Coming down into turn 1, staying on the accelerator. Just enough around the corner, letting go of it. Using the brakes just a little bit. Coming through the first S section now. Going a bit wide in that first little one. Doesn't want to touch the curb there. Staying clear of that one as well. That's not what you want. You don't want to have to let off around that corner. You just want to stay on the accelerator just that little bit longer. Purple first sector, of course. First one to set a lap time. Coming down to Spoon. Very hard corner to get absolutely right. Stay off that curb. Someone has spun. Is that our championship leader? I think it is. Our championship leader has spun. Oh, that is not good for Mitchie. He'll want to come in and put on another set of soft tyres. Hopefully he has that spare. Frizy coming through a 28.842. Next one to set a lap time is Sydney Swan on another set of soft tyres. Coming through to the line, it will be a 1:27.9. Ferrari, of course, a 1:28.8. Pinju, a 27.623. Paddy Crow, a 28.3. Times are coming in thick and fast here. Mitchie will go on another lap time. Got to be careful here, Mitch. Chunky Snags, next one to set a lap time, and it is a 1:27.2. Brilliant stuff there from Chunky Snags. Coming to the last chicane now is Plum Plate. What kind of lap time are we willing to see from him? He is quick on those mediums, and it's a 1:27.4. Solid effort from Plum Plate here. Reptile needs to hurry up and get out of the way of Abyss here. Abyss getting a little squirmish. What's going on there? Abyss, what are you doing, mate? And Swan looks like he's in the wall. Mitchie holding it very nicely around Spoon. Coming down into the end of Sector 2, the start of Sector 3, and coming around 130R now. Last couple of corners now, using all the curbs there he can. Short shift, that's it. Fourth, no, goes straight into the pits. Thanks, mate. Reptile. Coming down to 130R. Goes purple for a second, I don't know. Coming in the last few corners, doesn't get onto that curb, but does mount that curb there. Coming down to the line, it is a 1:27.8, pushing himself into P4. Chunky Snags looking comfortable in P1. What the? What is Abyss doing? Is he going in the pits or is he going out of the pit? I don't know what is happening with Abyss. What is happening with Abyss? Honestly, I have no idea. But I guess we'll see. 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes remaining. Okay. We'll just put him in the pit lane. Makes no sense. What is this game? Broken Reptile will be hoping that his championship rival Mitchie stays at the bottom of the top 10. As the championship points as of last week, Mitchie is on 243 points, leading the championship, with Broken Reptile on 242 points. Abyss on 161, so I think it's just a two-horse fight, two-horse race now. Still chance for the constructors as well. Haas 363 points, and Renault are on 323 points. So it's very nice. Hopefully we get to see a little bit more closer in the times here. Paddy Crow being 4 tenths up here. Needs to be a little bit more quicker, otherwise he's going to move up one spot. Coming around the last couple of corners, last turn now. Will he take the shortest route? He gets a 1:27.7, puts himself into P5 in front of Abyss and in front of Broken Reptile. Broken Reptile is heading out now as well. Mitchie is out there as well. One plate has been validated. Frizy needs a really good time here. Eight tenths up. What we want to see from Fry. Bring it home. Last couple of corners now. Going a bit too wide there. Using the shortest way and stays P8. Unlucky from Fry there. He might go on another lap. He will. Who is that? I think that is Mitchie. 9 seconds up. Needs to be a little bit more than 9 seconds, Mitchie. Here we go. 12 seconds up. you need to be at least 13 here. Coming through the last sector now. Coming down to the line, it will be a 1:26.9, puts himself in the P1 in front of Chunky Snags. Chunky Snags will be spitting chips. Mitchie, what are you doing, mate? Can't retire there. Sydney Swan going very slow. Pinju doesn't look like he'll improve. Definitely not. Frizy coming hot down to 130R. Pinju needs to jump out of the way. Sydney Swan has spun it. Frizy not good enough. Pinju has retired. Oh, Sydney, what are you doing? Paddy Crow going onto the gravel, must have lost it coming out of the last couple of corners. Broken Reptile now wants that pole position from his championship rival, and he gets P2. Snags coming around the last corner, loses the back end just a little bit of oversteer coming through the last corner. 27.1. Oh, this is nuts. I think this is done. I'm not too sure. Plum plate coming around the last couple of corners now, out of fuel. Look at that. 26.9. He needed that. I don't know why it's saying that this is on an outlet. Ooh, this could be very interesting. Mitchie, pole, championship rival, P2. His teammate, Chunky Snags, P3. Plumplate in P4. Pinju, P5. Really, really surprising to see him at P5. I thought he'd be a little bit higher than that. Paddy Crow, P6, his teammate, fellow Alfa Romeo driver Abyss in P7, Sydney Swan P8, Frizy 92 in P9, and VR F1 Korg in P10. Now, if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, comment who do you think will be in P1 at the end? Who will win the race? Who will be your surprise podium sitter? Beard Aussie has readied up. He thinks he is ready for this. Meek has joined as well. He will be starting from last place. I'm pretty sure that is P17. Remember, Korg is racing for Williams, even though he is in the Ferrari. He just didn't pick his car. Pajala reckons Pinju for the race win. Pinju from P5. Could happen. Could happen. I would like to see one of the championship rivals win here. But I guess we'll see. Whoever finishes ahead definitely has a shot. Whoever wins here, I reckon, will win the championship. 100%. Whoever comes higher, either Michi or Broken Reptile. It all comes down to this, I reckon. Where's my predicted stop strategy? F1? Come on, Co-Masters. What are you doing? Get your shit together. Hey, Meek. If you watch this back, mate, you look good in pink. Mitchie will slow down now. Make sure the pack catches up to him. Reptile's doing an amazing job by holding them back, I think. Making Mitchie wait on that grid line. You just sit there and wait, young sunshine. You sit there and wait. Medium soft. Pajala says, medium soft. Broken Reptile is on those soft tires. It's going for the alternate strategy. So Korg, P10 on softs. Sydney, P8 in softs. Broken Reptile on softs. Plum Plate and Chunky Snags had a bit of a contact there. I'm waiting for that. Give me a camera angle. Ah, here we go. What kind of camera angles are these? F1. Yeah, loving me a good camera angle from P3. Predicted strategy, medium to hards. 5 lights. And we are away and racing here. Mitchie gets a good jump. Broken Reptile as well. Plum Plate and Chunky Snag. Plum Plate's off. Chunky Snags has lost a bit of his front wing as well. Little bit of a dangerous rejoin, and he is out of the Grand Prix. Lap 1, Sector 1. Absolutely astounding there. Abyss is ghosted. Will there be a safety car? I don't think so. I don't think so. Frizy is moving backwards now through the pack. Gone down to P10. Hartwigger as well is down there in P10. He's moved up a fair bit. Chunky Snags has left the session. There is a bit of a touch there from Hartwigger. Didn't leave Frizy any room. Oh no, Fry looking for a safe rejoin, and here is your opportunity. Fry unlucky there. Mitchie and Broken Reptile have pulled away from the pack. From Pinju in P3, Meek making moves, coming up into P10. Sydney Swan side by side with Paddy Crow around 130R. Oh, this is real close racing, and Bid Aussie has hit the back of Sydney Swan. Sydney Swan's coming straight into the pits. Korg now going around the outside of Bid Aussie going into P5. And what an amazing start from BR-F1 Korg. Apparently Ozvox is now in P2. Everyone is ghosting. I don't know what is happening here. And I think the lobby has screwed itself. I don't know what is going on. I mean, Hartwig went into the pits as well. Yes, he did. Brizzy apparently is in the lead, but he's second last. And Sydney Swan is in the wall. He's retired from the... Someone else is off here. Abyss. There we go, I think. Yeah. Sparky trying to go around the outside of Beard Aussie. Fighting with his so-called teammate. DRS has been enabled this lap. Meek going around the outside. Mitchie just creating a gap now. Urban Growth in the pit lane. Abyss has left the session. I'm guessing there is a lot of connection issues. Meek up into P6. This is the battle that we want to see. Pinju is dropped right off the pace here, Pajala. What is Pinju doing? Has he lost a bit of his front wing? He has. He's lost a bit of his end plate. This isn't good for Pinju. He needs to get back into this fight. He needs to pit for a new front wing. Mitchie running out of ERS here. Broken Reptile sitting comfortably at a 70%, barely using any whatsoever. There is a yellow flag. I'm guessing that is Frizy. Mitchie coming around. Will Broken Reptile get past here with the help of DRS? Will he use a bit of overtake? Yes, he does. He gets flying past Mitchie to take P1. All he needs to do now is create a bit of a gap here. Beard Aussie into the pit lane. Paddy Crow and VRF1 Korg going a little bit. Ozvox is in the points. Here we go. This is what we want to see as well. Plum Plate, he's coming back, sort of. He is in P8. He has got his front wing, so that is nice to see. Meek doing a really good job, coming from 17th all the way up to 6th. Korg, I think, as well. Up 5 places. Ozvox up 6. BJ's up 6. Paddy's up 2. Pinju's up 2. Mitchie's down 1. Needs to stay on the back of Broken Reptile. Mitchie is running out of ERS really quickly, trying to stay with Broken Reptile. I don't think this is a smart idea. I honestly do not think this is a smart idea from Mitchie. He's under 10% now. That red light in the back of his car is flashing. He doesn't need that, especially while Broken Reptile is running on 50% ERS. Hartwigger at the back gets a 3-second time penalty. I'm pretty sure Beard Aussie as well gets a 3-second. Plum Plate had a little bit of a moment there. I think he's trying to get the tyres back up to temperature. I'm not too sure what happened there. VRF1 Korg gets past Paddy. That unleashes him to get closer to Pinju. Plum Plate is going down the order now. BJ with a penalty. Mitchie's just losing touch with Reptile here. Not what he wants to see. Pajala, what is going on with your man Pinju? What is going on? We need him. Spice up the championship a little bit more. I don't know. But Meek is catching the back of Paddy Crow now. Plum Plate, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Tell him to box. Tell Pinju to box. I can't tell Pinju to box. He's not in my party. He needs to know it himself. I don't know what he's thinking. He can possibly... Is it easy to take it, to go for the hards now? I can't tell him. I don't know where he is. Whether he's in a party with someone, I'm not too sure. I don't know. I can't tell him. I'm only the commentator here. Lap 6. Mitchie still trying to hold on to past glories here by holding Broken Reptile to a second, but he can't do that. Pinju goes straight past the AlphaTauri pit box. Doesn't want to stop. He does not want to stop. He wants to make sure that he uses all of those mediums. Probably pitting around, at 12. Hartwigger's around at Spoon. Fryer getting back up into 13th. He will probably want to get back into the points from here. Beard Aussie P10, BJ P9, Ozvox P8. Ozvox is getting up there as well. Meek on the back of Paddy Crow here. Remember, his teammate is VR F1 Korg. They are usually in the Williams. So these two might be looking to help each other here. Hartwigger another 3-second time penalty. He's told me that I don't have the enthusiasm for this, so I'm telling him I do. So, Broken Reptile. He'll probably get DRS off Plum Plate here. I think he will. For sure. That's possibly DRS. Is it DRS? No, it's not. Mitchie still has a little bit of a chance here to stay with him. He's 1.3 behind. Hartwigger has retired from the session. Will that be a safety car? It is on the S's and it's a VSC. It's a VSC. Hartwigger there, right. Plum Plate, a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car, or the VSC. What are you doing, lad? Slow the car down. The end of the safety car. Mitch is caught up completely, but he needs to slow down, I think. Oh, they're right on the edge, I think. They are right on the edge. It has to stop now. And Plum Plate's lost it. Woo! And Meek has got a drive-through penalty. Meek has a drive-through penalty. This is not good. This is not what you want to see. He'll probably come out in front of BJ, to be honest, if he serves it now. But he might want to just try and gap a little bit. Mitchie, almost within a second. Pinju, still doesn't pit. Stays out. Korg trying to hunt Pinju down. Pinju will be very vulnerable during the S section. For sure he will be. For sure. He's got to be. We have 3 retired. McLarens, both McLarens are out of this race. Chunky Snags, a Haas driver, out of this race. Not good for Haas and their championship standings in the Constructors. Korg has caught him up by about 5/10, but then Pinju just takes away as soon as it gets to a little bit of a straight. Pinju is the quicker driver here. I think even with that little bit of wing damage, he will hold P3 here. Mitchie still trying to hold on to Broken Reptile. Broken Reptile will need to pit soon. Plum Plate is getting lapped. Abyss almost. Frizy in P12. Urban Growth in P11. Beard Aussie in P10. Meek has served that drive-through penalty. behind Ozvox. BJ has retired. What happened there? And it's a VSC again. And he's binned it into the wall. Frozzy, you just need to watch out because he is on track right there. VSC, Reptile's in. Mitchie's in. Pinju, what are you doing, man? You're staying out for another lap. Pinju stays out. Is this smart by Pinju? Everyone behind him except Korg is pitted. Paddy's pitted. Sparky didn't, but Paddy, Broken Reptile, Mitchie, they've both gone on to the hards. No, Reptile's gone on to those mediums. Interesting. Plum plate, 8 seconds. Beard Aussie, 5 seconds. See, if Pinju just went into the pits, look at that. Mitchie's only 11 seconds behind. They're only 11 seconds. Meek, he's only 18 seconds behind. I don't think he's pitted yet either, but he's back up into P6. Pinju's saying that he's okay. He's going to pit normal lap. Broken Reptile might be hoping for a safety car. Korg will have DRS. Broken Reptile almost onto the back of Sparky. Mitchie on those hard tyres. You don't want to spin out on the S section. Reptile, will he get held up by Sparky here, even though Reptile is on those fresher tyres and a pit stop in front of him? Shouldn't really fight for position here. I don't think they will. I don't think he will. Someone is around. I don't know who that is. Paddy, maybe? Ozvox is up into P7. What a champion. Again, I think that might be Plum Plate. Yes, yes it is. Plum Plate in qualifying definitely seems like Thanos. Plum Plate in the race definitely feels like SpongeBob. Abyss sets the fastest lap time on those soft compound tyres. There is a yellow flag and it's Beard Aussie and he's spun it around. Pinju, Broken Reptile has gotten past Sparky. Sparky's not putting that much of a fight up, I don't think. Yeah, just slots in behind there. Pinju in the pit lane. Sparky stays out with that DRS, hoping the jump may be called. Maybe Pinju. Pinju's nose is getting changed now. Korg is out. Meek getting past both of them. Paddy and Ozvox getting really close together here. Ozvox is up into P5. Korg now getting stuck behind Paddy Crow here. Not where you want to be. I think these two drivers behind are looking to get past as soon as possible. Doesn't know how to get away. Korg isn't on another set of softs. Pinju on those hard compound tyres. You don't want to get held up here, Mitchie. You don't want to get held up here. Ozvox, big lock up into the hairpin. Paddy Crow and Korg now fighting for position, I think. Coming into Spoon now. Looking very good there. Korg wanting to get on the power as soon as possible. Will he make a move going down into 130R? Will Paddy make a move? I don't think they will. BJ has left the session. Oh, Korg getting trapped behind Paddy here. Not what you want. Sparky in the pit lane. Korg not close enough. Bum plate has retired from the session. Hopefully. That Fries is back into the points. Good effort. Paddy Crow. Oh, not leaving enough room. Very hard corner to overtake at. Korg, will he stay on the inside? Probably not. Korg goes for the cutback move, gets past Ozvox now. Ozvox drops back down to P6 from P4. Pinju now looking to get past Ozvox right there. Very nicely done. Took advantage of Ozvox going very wide. Mitchie still about 2.5 seconds behind. Running out of ERS. Sometimes I just don't understand. Meek in the pit lane. Where will he come out? Definitely probably behind Sparky. Abyss 3-second time penalty. Paddy Crow 14 seconds behind Mitchie. This is very could go either way. Could we see a late safety car? Ooh, Abyss. Don't want to touch that curb there, mate. Mitchie is caught up a little bit to Reptile with no ERS whatsoever. I don't know what he's thinking. Pinju just trying to stay on the back of Korg here. Doesn't want to sit behind these two for too long. Korg looks like he's going for the move on Paddy Crow. Into turn one they go. Ozvox is in the pit lane here, strapped on those hard compound tyres. Will he get out in front of Beard Aussie? I don't think so. Will he get out in front of his teammate? Yes, that is for certain. There goes Ozvox. A Mercedes 910. Here we go. It's on. Urban Growth must have had a moment. Abyss is now 3 seconds, 4 seconds in front of him. Oh, shit. Broken Reptile has pulled out a decent gap to Mitchie of about 2.5 seconds. It was 1.8 at the start of the lap. Korg, P3. Interesting, to say the least. So Korg started in P10. Has worked his way up to P3. Paddy Crow holding up Pinju by the seams of it. Pinju does have the ERS to make this work, but I don't think he'll be going for that move into Spoon.
tyres. Pinju 2-lap old hards. Paddy Crow 4-lap old softs. They're going side by side. This is amazing stuff. Pinju making sure he covers off Paddy Crow. Going into turn 1. Amazing camera angle. Korg 3-lap softs. Mitchie 5-lap hards. Broken Reptile 5-lap mediums. The Ferrari started on the soft compound tyres, so he's still got another stop to go. Paddy Crow started on the mediums, so he might be doing a medium soft or a medium soft medium. So I guess we'll see where that goes. Urban Growth is into the pit lane and he has retired from the session. I will admit, Korg will put up a decent fight. Osvox in the gravel. Korg into the pit lane. He has 15 seconds to Mitchie, 18 seconds to Reptile. Let's see what Pinju can do here. I don't think a win is on the cards for Pinju. I think he might stay P3 because we know Reptile's going to go back onto those soft tyres. He's probably just hoping for a late safety car. Korg is out on those mediums. He has a little bit of ground to catch up. 11 seconds to Sparky. Still P7 though. That's a good effort from him. Hopefully Pinju can do driver interviews. So Mitchie's dropped back down to 3 seconds. Pinju, the boys in the chat are telling you to push. Push. Still around that 15.5 second gap. I think Mitchie's pushing to stay with Reptile. Could this be France in real life? Could this be France? Could he get on those softs and then catch up? Or does he want to try and hold on to those mediums as long as possible? He's going to need a safety car, I reckon, here. But problem is, with being 15 seconds back, wouldn't he need to stay on those hards rather than coming into the pits and changing onto softs? So I think he'll need Mitchie and Reptile definitely to crash into each other. But I guess we'll see. Reptile looking comfortable with those mediums on, pulling a decent gap to Mitchie behind. Mitchie, save ERS. Save fuel. Lay off. Just don't even use the ERS anymore. Paddy Crow is into the pit lane. Are those the softs that he's wrapped on? Does he get out in front of Korg? It's mediums, and he doesn't get out in front of Korg. Frizy, P9, Abyss, D10, Urban Growth has left the session. Meek with a 3-second time penalty. Meek will be wanting to catch Pinju as quickly as possible. Pinju falling back 16 seconds now behind Mitchie. So about 19 seconds behind Reptile. I don't know how long a pit stop is here, but Reptile now using all of his ERS. Must be trying to push. There's no one really fighting except Paddy Crow and Dog. Nothing really to talk about now. GG. Mediums can do 20 laps, you think. Let's see if Reptile... What lap did Reptile come into the pits? Nine. Could be done. Could be done. But I guess we'll see. Abyss back down into P11. The only person outside of a point scoring position. Sparky. There is a name we haven't mentioned in a while. He's in P5. It's your boy here. 04 is in the chat. Get around him. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope to see you back soon, yeah? 100%. Sparky P5. Brilliant effort. Got some fans in the chat for you. Still, the question remains. Hashtag get rapid. Oh. Depends. Ozvox now falls behind Abyss, who now has to chase up to Frizy. Beard Aussie has pitted. What's he going on? He's gone onto those Red Bull tyres, onto those softs. Just let me know, bro. Let me know when you need an invite, and I'll send you that invite. Hope to see you back soon, mate. Meek's doing an amazing job. Still holding on to P4. I think that's where he'll finish. He won't finish any higher. Reptile. Those tyres dying there, mate. Hey? Commentator's curse. Hopefully, doesn't seem like there's too much wear on those tyres. Maybe a little bit of graining on the front left. Nothing really on the rears either. That front right might just probably just a little bit of graining. Yeah, probably not, but you'd be surprised. Reptile is, he he can do quite amazing things, to be honest. But I think he will commit to the end now. Softs to mediums. Good strategy. Mitchie running out of ERS. Just using it all. Just pounding it. Told you, mate, don't use the ERS. Just hoping Reptile's tyres fall off at the end. That's all you're hoping for. Pinju still running in third. I think he's comfortably in third. I think he'll be happy with that. Especially after last night's run in the F2 league. Mitchie could come in here. I don't know. Ozvox, the only person outside of the top 10 and not scoring points. Looked like a decent showing from Ozvox today. Still pretty good, P11, something to be happy about, I guess. Frizy, P9, he's chasing down Beard Aussie, but Beard Aussie is on those soft compound tyres. He's just out of, he's got no ERS. No ERS management whatsoever here. Frizy has a little bit, cuts the corner, trying to gain that little bit of an advantage, using up that warning. Sparky with a 3-second time penalty. Mitchie rapidly catching up to Broken Reptile now. With what, 6 laps to go? 5 laps to go now, I think. Or 6, I don't know anymore. Can't count to save me life. Looks like he will catch Reptile, I think, by the second last lap. Whether he can overtake is another story. Pinju is just comfortably sitting in third. He just doesn't want to get any higher, doesn't want to get any lower. 17 seconds. Meek is slowly catching, but he does have that penalty. Sparky, P5, still holding on like a true champion. Korg and Paddy Crow still going at each other. Paddy Crow just wants to get past Korg here. One penalty, and that's all it takes. One penalty. Frizy has gotten past Beard Aussie now. They're both running on 0% ERS. Beard Aussie gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's see the penalties. 3 seconds for Meek. 3 seconds for Sparky. 3 seconds for Fry. 3 seconds for Beard. 6 for Abyss. And 3 for Ozvox. Yeah, I think Pinjo will be happy with this. I think he's slowly, probably, maybe starting to push just that little bit. Reptile is behind Ozvox. Ozvox just getting out of the way, so his Ghost does not interfere with Reptile. You do not want to get on the bad side of Reptile here. He has a point to prove, and he wants to prove it. 4 laps to go. If you boys are talking to Pinju, let him know I will be inviting him for driver interviews after the race has finished. Mitchie slowly but surely catching up to Broken Reptile here. 1.9 behind. 3 laps to go after they cross the line. Both running on absolutely nothing. Sparky, I think, will end up with P5 here. Hartwigger has now left the session. This is the closest battle on the track right now. .8 behind Broken Reptile. Broken. Let's see how those tyres look on Broken Reptile, because you can see a little bit of graining there on Mitchie's car. Ooh, looking a bit rough there, Reptile. Probably about the same, but we do know that the mediums will probably, or shouldn't be going as long as what the hards are, but we know that Reptile is pretty decent at saving his tyres. These two still really close. Paddy just can't seem to find a way around him. Abyss goes past Beard Aussie on those soft compound tyres, puts himself in the P9, just a bit of consolation points for Aussie. Up ahead, will some bad blood be spilled here? Remember their little accident in Monza in qualifying. Two laps to go, 1.6 separates the top two, the championship rivals. This will be a massive boost to Reptile, being 1 point behind Mitchie at the start of this race. 2 more rounds after this. Next week we have Mexico, and then the week after we have Brazil. So we completely missed Kota. We've missed Russia, and we miss Abu Dhabi. Paddy Crowe getting awfully close to Korg. 1.4 separates the top two, coming down into 130R for the second last time. Let's sit on board with Mitchie through this last lap. Getting very close. Will he have DRS? No, he's still that little bit further out. Will he use all of his overtake? Yes, he will. Coming down into turn 1, who has the more straight line speed? I think it is Reptile who takes the corner and attacks it more. Mitchie needs to use this S section on this last lap, coming through, catching by at least 2/10 there. Oh, he's under a second now. He can catch Reptile, but I don't know. Reptile should hold the win here. Those mediums must be on fire or just about to burst or something. 6/10, 7/10 separate the top two. Championship decider things, I am telling you right now. Reptile has been put into the hot seat, coming down to 130R. Abyss has overtaken Frizy, that's for P8, but we don't really care about that. Mitchie is catching Reptile. Will there be a last dash for the line? Not really. Mitchie has to take... Oh, didn't want it. Mitchie and Reptile have finished P1, P2. Good solid effort. Pinju a safe and sound P3. Good job from him. Meek now as well, coming through P4. Borg, you need to back off from Sparky here. Let Sparky take P5. Let Sparky take P5. Let him take it. Borg, will he get it? He gets Sparky on the line for P5. Sparky moves down to P6. Abyss coming down to 130R. It doesn't matter though, he will be moved down to P9. Solid effort from everyone. Driver of the day has to go to VIF on me. That is my driver of the day, 100%. Meek coming from the back of the grid all the way up until P4. Solid effort. Reptile takes the championship lead from Mitchie. With 2 rounds to go, let's see Abyss with the fastest lap of the race. Invite Reptile, invite Mitchie, invite Pinju. Amazing stuff. Honestly, from P17 to P4,
it says,
Meek. Hey? Huh? What was that? Did you include your audio, Reptile?
Huh?
Did you include your audio?
Yeah, I've ticked the box, but it said that you were broadcasting, but the audio wasn't included.
Oh, it wasn't included when you joined.
Yeah.
But now it is.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Pinju, have you included your audio?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. All right, mate. We'll start off with you. P3, starting from P5. How do you think this weekend went for you? Looked like a pretty good race from my perspective. Had a couple of the boys in the chat going absolutely nuts.
Yeah, still always did. No, they were race engineer for me during the first stint. I think I got spooked at the start with Plum and Chunky kind of going side by side or whatever they were doing. So I hit Chunky. So I had half a front wing for the first stint. So it was kind of like basically from the first corner, it was just recovery drive basically. I was never going to be able to challenge the top 2, but I was like, if I can get P3 here, that'll be alright. So held out on the mediums because the hards were just crap. They were so bad. So if I gone the whole race on the hards, they would just been there. So did what I could, then made up the 8 seconds I lost to everyone ahead of me. Front wing, and yeah, basically after I passed Cork and Paddy, it was pretty boring.
Yeah, you were right in the middle of P2 and P4 there, 16 seconds in behind Mitchie. But yeah, so you're a full-time driver, eh?
Yeah, I think I am.
Mexico.
Oh, yeah, that's, no, stuff Mexico.
Are we like?
No, hate
you
it.
don't like Mexico?
Don't like the track,
All right.
so. Do whatever next week.
Well, yep. Good luck for next week anyway. Hopefully we can get a different commentator in, because I don't do this normally. Mitchie. Unfortunately, the win was right at the end there, right in your grasp, but you couldn't get it. Unfortunately, losing out your championship lead to Broken Reptile as well. How do you feel this weekend went for you, finishing behind your championship rival?
I think it just really, I think he went on the right strategy in the end. That VSC really helped out. I think I mean, in the end now I did catch up on the hards compared to him with the mediums, but yeah, it was just that VSC I think cost me with my strategy in the end. But look, I'll take a P2 anyway. Could have been worse, so yeah, I'll take it anyway for now. But yeah.
Mexico, how are we liking it? Do you think you can get back on top? You've still got 2 more rounds to go. Still a long way to go.
I need Abyss and Pinju to be on the pace to have a chance. I need Meg to show his true pace from earlier this season. Because old Knackers over there's he says he thinks he's not good at Mexico, but deep down I know he is. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, good luck for next week anyways, Mitchy. Hopefully we get to see you back on that top step next week, just to make things more interesting for the last round. Reptile.
Yes.
P1. The softs to mediums actually worked. Is that how you planned it out to be, or
Actually,
were you hoping that there was a late safety car?
Well, I'd actually intended on doing a two-stopper, but for some reason, because we know how good this game is, I didn't have a spare pair of softs, a new pair of softs available, which I left for the race to do the two-stop, obviously. But yeah, unfortunately, it went there, so I said, well, I'm stuck on the one-stop now. I wasn't stopping again.
Well, that's fair enough. How do you feel overtaking your championship rival?
How much?
I don't know by how many
No,
points. You were 1 point behind. He just got 18 points. You got 25. So
yeah, I'm not
That was
gonna-
4. It was 4. It would have been.
Do
It would have been
maths.
4 points behind.
Yeah, gotta fix it up. Yeah, he'll be 4.
so you'd be 4 points behind.
Yeah, and then we add on tonight, so I think it'll be draw, is it?
No, 3 ahead. For you.
Yeah, I'll be 3 ahead.
3
yeah.
ahead.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, 3 ahead. 3 or 2 ahead, but
Yeah, I was trying to get past him as quick as possible at the start, but he had some pace, which was frustrating. But in the end, yeah, I had to get it done, get past to try and open up a gap. But yeah, it's good fun. Look forward to next week.
2 rounds to go. How are we looking for those 2 rounds? You say that you are good at Mexico, but we all know Broken Reptile shows up and does what he does best. I
don't think it's so much pace. I think it's just I can be consistent at a certain pace, I guess, and just that's what makes me seem quick because I can save the tyres and just keep going consistently. Whereas others, such as Michi, we use an example, I guess, he burns out his tyres pretty quickly. But then, hey, we've got Brazil where we know he's going to probably left the whole field, so it evens itself out. Let's go.
Well, Brazil is a pad OP track. So,
Yeah, I'm well aware. I get absolutely chewed up there.
So I guess we'll see. Even I can beat you at Brazil.
Yeah,
so
let's not
that's
talk
saying
about it,
something.
Nah, it'll be a good finish, I think, to the season. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be really good.
Yeah. Wow, this championship has just been blown out of proportion.
I was sweating so much of that in them last laps. Oh fuck!
It is crazy. Constructors wise, how are we looking constructors wise?
Well, I think my teammate died on lap 1 again around this track.
Yeah, so that one could be a bit interesting. I guess we'll see.
Shit.
I guess, yeah, I'm not too sure what happened. There was a bit of contact between him and Plum Plate, and then he went off, and then Plum Plate, Plum Plate's gone, and then as, what's his name, Chunky Snags is going to come back onto track, he's kind of just hit someone else and kind of lost it into the fence, so. Beard Aussie got P9 for you, Mitchie, as well, in the Renault. So
there you go.
There's some good points for you. You need to get back up there now. You were 40 points behind.
What do you think, Mitch?
Yes.
You're here.
Yes.
I know you do. Thought maybe you're sculling a bottle of wine or something.
Alcoholics. But definitely be interesting after next week, I think.
Yeah, it definitely will be. Bring it on.
Anyways, so that will end the stream for FormulaOCE Japan. Nice turnout. We had a max of 11 viewers at one stage.
Nice.
Don't have any more followers though, I don't think. Oh, we got 101. Let's go.
Get around it.
Get around it. Anyways, next race will be at Mexico F1 Wednesday, where I think Broken Reptile is fighting for the championship again. Who are you fighting?
Hartwigger.
Hartwigger. And that is close. That is 3 points
No,
difference.
no. It's like 14.
No?
It's like 14. The points haven't been updated.
After 17.
Huh?
Yeah,
I think I'm.
don't-
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Oxy has updated the points yet. So
Yeah, well, that's the fucking standings. Anyways,
I think he said he waits for his missus to do them because he can't add up. Oh, there we go.
neither
He's just.
can I.
Oh, no, there you go. Do the fucking settings. My bad.
Anyways, so the next race will be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. where Broken Reptile is fighting Hartwigger for the championship. I think if Reptile wins that, you win the championship.
Yeah.
Depending on where Hartwigger finishes.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So if Hartwigger has a mysterious DNF like he did this week,
Oh, and did you notice when Chris retired again, and then the car came out again? And I was like, me and Mitch need to get past this cunt, otherwise we're fucked.
I know I've seen that. I've seen
I saw that car coming out, and I'm like, I'm getting past this fucking thing.
that. Anyways, congratulations to the three of you. Nice work on making it onto the podium. Unlucky
Cheers, mate.
for Mitchie not getting that P1 and securing that championship lead into the last two rounds.
blame the
It's going
VSC.
to be...
Blame the VSC.
It's always the VSC's fault. I agree with you.
Hey?
I agree with him. VSC's fault.
I think it would have been a very interesting end to the race if the